Okay, this is the code for the Scratch Starter Maze. You can play the game here at Scratch. It's a very simple game. It's only got 7 elements to it. This was created in the 1.4 version. The 2.0 version is identical except for these sides are switched. It's pretty much got a hero, a guard, some barriers, and a victory condition. The background, you really don't even need this, but it will help to put it in case you want to add other screens later. The wall barriers, these really are just initialization blocks, telling it where to start, be up front, and set the size. The wall 2, because it's up and down, it's tilted, I do have this to turn the direction to fit that way. This one, the direction came in, but you don't need it because 90 degrees is the default. For the guard, again, here's your initialization for the guard. Show up, where to go. This will just make the guard march back and forth, back and forth. There's a slight delay here that kind of gives it that marching, that dot-ness, up and then back down, 10 and then -10. If you need more time for the guard, for the hero to be able to get under the guard, if it's too quick, you can change that time. If it's too slow, you can change it, make it shorter. So back over for our victory portal, again, just an initialization part, and then down into the, if the hero is touching it, it'll set off the victory celebration. It'll change the costume and then randomly bounce around at different angles. The hero's got the longest parts to it. Again, here's your initialization part, where to set up and go. The sensor for the guard triggering the hero is inside the hero, not the guard. And you can see it goes right back to the beginning. There's the beginning point, so it just goes back to the beginning. The movement here is, again, up arrow, down arrow, right arrow, left arrow. And there are these blocks of if down arrow, then go down by 3 steps. And then here's your kind of bounce off part. Notice this is this if is nested inside of this. So you have a nested block. So if touching the gray of the wall, I've set it to a color sensor, then go backwards. So whatever this is the opposite. So if it's -3, then the opposite is +3. In some cases, you may not be able to use a color block. So this is the other way, where you call it out through the sprite name of these. Because again, in some cases you might have the color of the barrier is also in the background. So this is the alternative to it. And again, to make anything transparent, you in the 1.4 version, just click the little checkboard here, and then you can start to paint with a transparency or erase with the transparency. Same thing for the 2.0 version. There it is. And to set your center mark, doesn't have to be in the center, it can be anywhere, and all your measurements are made from there. So again, in the 1.4 version it's down here, in the 2.0 version it's up here, and all your measurements will go from, your XY address will start from there.